All right, well, welcome to the Fender mouthful of a name guitar. The Fender Modern Player Thin Line Deluxe Telecaster. Crafted in China. Now, I mean, it's a nice enough guitar, right? Like, it's actually a pretty nice guitar. And I own it, and I'm, through circumstance, only $250 into it. Now, the keen observers among you will notice right away the similarity between the finish on this neck and the finish on every classic vibe Squier neck. That very likely comes out of the same factory. Now, this might be common knowledge. I've done a little search around for this guitar on Google. There's not a whole lot. There's some demos and stuff of it, but as you can see there, probably upside down, crafted in China. And that neck looks awfully familiar to me because I've owned quite a lot of Squier Classic Vibes guitars. And what I reckon is that that is in fact, a Squier Classic Vibes neck with just a Fender logo applied to it. And this fine line of guitars coming out of China. Now, there's nothing wrong with this guitar. I'm not saying that it's not a gotcha or anything, but it is an interesting coincidence in my mind that guitar neck looks very much like a Classic Vibes guitar neck. And I haven't researched any of this. I don't know that they come out of the same factory, but it's made in China and it looks very similar. And 2 and 2 together make 7.5. So that's the conclusion I've jumped to. Based on visual inspection and playability, feel, it just looks like a Classic Vibes neck to me. That's all I'm trying to get at, and taking quite a long time to say so. This is a cool guitar. It sounds pretty good. It's not the best sounding guitar. Interestingly, it has come on up over here. Interestingly, it has a mahogany body. If I can shine a light on that, maybe you can see that. I don't know. My lighting situation down here improves and becomes more challenging with every light that I add. Jeepers peepers. Let's see if we can put some light behind that and see if I can get... Hey, look. See? That's mahogany. That's mahogany in there. So that's pretty cool. Very light guitar. Very, very light. So a pleasure to play from that perspective. Plays well enough. I would say that it plays as well as a Classic Vibes guitar plays. What I'm really interested in is what the electronics inside the guitar are. So I'm going to get the strings off because I want to get a set of 10s on it anyway. It feels a little weird with the 9s on it. And yeah, we'll pop the pick guard off and see what's inside. Okay, so I like to start off with a straight neck. I'm just anticipating having to loosen the truss rod, so I've come in far down at this angle so that I can... So I'm just going to check to see how straight it is. Sorry, I should have come in completely at the other angle. My bad. I have a bit of an annoying cold. Okay, so let's straighten this thing out. Okay, that's gonna do it. Give this a little. There are a few little sharp fret ends, so I'm just gonna quickly take care of those. All right. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. I was not expecting that. What do we got in there? Ah, cheap parts. Full-size pots. Alpha. Full-size alpha pots. Okay, so center block. But hollow on both sides. Really hard to get at pickguard. Really annoyingly hard to get at pickguard. And body mounted P90s. Okay. Not total garbage, but just exactly what you would find in a Chinese guitar. So I'm guessing these aren't far behind. Alright, well, I don't know if I was filming over there while I was talking about this, but these are just full-size alpha pots and the same cheap, this kind of capacitor. Fender saddles, which I think you get on some of the Classic Vibes guitars, if I'm not mistaken. I've owned enough of them, I should know. I don't know what I can say in terms of physical hardware upgrade. Those look like the same kind of tuners. I didn't pull those out, but I can't imagine that they're... I don't know what those kind of pickups are. I don't know if they're Fender pickups or if they're... It's not a pickguard you want to pull on and off a bunch of times. So my guess is that somebody in marketing thought, let's slap those Classic Vibes guitars are so good we should slap a Fender logo on some of them and sell them for a little bit of an upcharge because they have the Fender logo on them. And the funny thing though is in the used market, the fact that they're made in China is what makes them hard to sell. Right? A lot of guys, not me obviously because I bought it. Now having said that, I bought it only because I got the buddy deal on it. I'm only into this guitar for 250 bucks. Otherwise, I would have had to think, and that includes a hard case, like a generic, you know, standard Strat Tele type hard case. But I wouldn't have paid more than about $300 for this guitar, not cash money. And they sell brand new for $700. So $697 in taxes. This is a 2017 model, so it's basically brand new. So its retail value with the case is right around the $800 mark. So plus taxes in Canada, and especially in Ontario, you know, that's almost 900 bucks by the time everything is said and done. For a guitar that on the used market, nobody's willing to pay more than about $350, 400 bucks for. And that's with the case. And that's only because, in their eyes, the fact that it's made in China devalues it. But as we can clearly see by opening it up, I suspect strongly that this is this is exactly where they make the Classic Vibes stuff, and that is a Classic Vibes neck, and that they just slap the Fender logo on it and some... I believe this is a marketing exercise, is what I'm trying to say. That this is a marketing opportunity, and I don't think they sell this line anymore. I'm not sure if they sell this line anymore. As of 2018, because they've just Fender's just revamped all their lines.